I'm Fiona with the Nocturnal. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Congrats on How to Train Your Dragon and all its success.
Thank you very much.
Of course, How to Train Your Dragon was such a big part of my childhood, so I'm so excited to see it being ushered into a new generation. And Astrid was such a big character for me growing up, looking at her as a role model. So, what do you hope your portrayal of Astrid teaches young viewers? Is there anything specifically that you think she's teaching this new generation?
Yeah, I mean, I think same for me as well. She was like, as a child, I was just kind of in awe of her in
Mm.
so many ways. But I think something that I felt going into it that I really wanted to highlight and also wanted to, for kind of an audience to take away, whether it's like in a really literal way or kind of like subliminally to just acknowledge what's happening. But I think that her ability to like welcome change and embrace it and embrace Hiccup and celebrate the things that make him really different is really, really special. And I would really hope that, I think it's really nice to see that the kind of like badass character is actually also the one that is kind of the most welcoming of other people's differences is really, really special. So I'd hope that people could take that away from seeing her.
Definitely. Yeah, I know. I think I love how she's just open to change, but at the same time is very firm in her beliefs and
Yeah.
stands up for what she believes in. And like we talked about, she's this huge iconic character. How did you approach making her your own while also still honoring what fans loved about her in the original movies?
It's definitely difficult in ways because you don't want to do, America Ferrera, who voiced Astrid in the animated movies, is so overwhelmingly talented, and it is, those movies to me are like truly perfect. And so the idea of having to go and retread those same steps is daunting because, you don't want to be doing a play by play impersonation of something that's already been done because it'll just feel kind of I definitely wanted there to be an element of myself in there and to add something new and different. Um, but truly, that Dean was instrumental. I think for all of us, we all kind of felt that pressure, and Dean was absolutely so key in making it that kind of stress actually didn't really land on any of us because he knows these characters so well, he knows this story so well, and he also trusted us that we knew it too, and that was really, really wonderful. And to have a director have that much faith in you, but also is so there if you need someone to hold your hand through it, was really, really wonderful. So I like credit all of any changes or anything that feels similar. All of it is down to Dean.
Yeah, it's definitely key that he knew the world and he's bringing it into this new iteration. How did it feel stepping into the world as beloved as Berk? Was there any key props or elements or costumes that made you feel you were really in Berk right now?
I think the costumes was something that I was so like I didn't really know how close they would go to the animated movies. I knew there would be some fur involved, fake fur, but I knew that there would be some like furry stuff involved. But I didn't know how close we would be to what is worn in the animated movies. And I remember doing my first costume fitting and just kind of looking at Lindsay Pugh, the costume designer, and just being like, "Oh my god," because it immediately the costumes also took ages to put on every morning, and so having the time to like step in and put everything on truly was just like you couldn't feel more immersed in that world. And then you get on these incredibly created sets that are so detailed and specific, and it's like you're totally transported into a different world.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much and congrats again on all the success.
Thank you very much. It was nice to speak to you.
Nice to speak to you. Bye.